Michael Jackson, the king of pop, has finally made it onto this YouTube channel. I am going to be reacting to a song that I have not heard of before by Michael. I'm a massive fan of his music. I'm going to be going to see the film on Sunday. I'm very excited, and this is why I'm doing this reaction. As I said, I've not heard of this song before. I've not listened to this song before. So this is a first time reaction. Let's get on into it and let's unpack what the lyrics mean. Let's go. Michael Jackson, Stranger in Moscow. Play. That beat, man. It's all him. Okay, this is new. Loving the soft guitar and the build up as well. Ooh, that whistle. His voice, man. Oh, the harmonies. Oh. That beat is slapping. I just want to unpack what I've just heard. I will be going back over this song again, doing the lyrics, but this song is a haunting song. I'm going to call it beatboxing. Michael's beatboxing, and he was very good at doing that because I've seen so many interviews of him doing the beat for Billie Jean or some other songs where he beatboxes. The beatboxing in this is it's so effective. The somber sound of this song is haunting as well. The guitar playing, the acoustic guitar sound, it just adds in so well with the song. The video in itself, all grey, taking the colour away from life, emphasising possibly, and I've never been to Russia, possibly what it's like to be under that dictatorship over there. And I'm not being political, it's what it's showing, basically. But it also could add in an aspect of what life is like sometimes, where all the colour's gone away and there's little hope. Michael's voice is extraordinary. We all know this. We all know that's why he was called the King of Pop. He was phenomenal. His voice is so distinct. It's incredible. I'm going to carry on though. Play. That harmony. This is a beast of a song. It's a change of tone now, and that drum is slapping. Basically, that little portion, it's hypnotizing. It is hypnotizing. He has an element to his voice and such vocal range that not many artists have. The chorus, as I said while I was reacting, the drumming, it changes from a soft beatboxing to an absolute echoing slap on the drums. It's just got such gravitas, I think that's the word, it's such dramatic feel to it. I'm going to carry on, but this is a special song. Play. Whoa, piano. The artistry of this video as well. Ooh, bringing in the electric guitar, that bluesy sound. That beat has got such an impact to it. There we go. That passion in his voice. Feeling it, Michael. Loving the bass in this. Man, his voice. The passion, the emotion. Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps, man. I am getting goosebumps on my arms. The guitar sounds very Bondy. And the layers to this song is so dramatic. Okay, so that was Michael Jackson, Stranger in Moscow. What did I think of that overall? From a first listen, because I haven't heard every single song of Michael's, I think I've just heard most of his hits, basically. That song was a masterpiece. That song had gravitas, it had drama, it had emotion that we all know Michael brings to his songs, or brought to his songs, sorry, because sadly he's not with us anymore. The vocal range that he has, you can hear the emotion. I personally love when he goes ferocious in his voice. It's that angry growl that he has when he gets dramatic. I love that. It has so much character to this song. I'm going to unpack the meaning of this, but what really jumped out to me is because I have watched his This Is It, last ever film that came out when he passed away, because I've seen how he works with musicians, and because I've seen in interviews how he wants a song to be perfect. And you can hear that hard work in this song. You can hear that every song that he's ever done, he puts everything into it. And this is why there is not ever going to be an artist like Michael Jackson ever again. All the pop stars, all the rock stars today, you're never going to find anyone like Michael Jackson. You're never going to find that. And that is why Michael has left a legacy. That is why people still are flocking to the cinema to go see his movie. And I'm excited to go see that movie. It's because Michael actually is, and was and still is the king of pop. And I will stand by that until the day I die, that he is one of my favourite artists. I don't care about what the media said. I don't care about any of the allegations or whatever. I don't believe them, personally. That's my opinion. I don't believe them. I don't. He was unique. There was no one else like him. Now let's get back into this song again and unpack the lyrics. Let's go. Play. Man, that beginning, that beatboxing beginning. Oh. And the video as well, so artistic. He loved to do cinema through his music videos. Violins coming in, orchestra slowly coming in. That echoing whistle. Hey. So much to unpack in this. I was wandering in the rain, mask of life feeling insane. Swift and sudden fall from grace, sunny days seem far away. This is talking about isolation in life. I have read, because I was doing a little bit of research before I did this reaction, I have read that the meaning of this song, of what he wrote, was that when he's on tour, it can feel for him the loneliest of life. It can be the loneliest of experiences. He's talking about how he was one of the most well-known faces on the planet, but yet he felt so alone on tour. And it says, look, mask of life feeling insane. That is purely showing he has to always smile. He has to always smile. He has to always put on that face of, loving everything. And yet inside he might feel like he's going insane. He might feel like he's dying. Swift and sudden fall from grace. Like, that is showcasing isolation. Even when there's so much love coming to you, it can easily feel alone. It can easily feel like you're alone. Kremlin's shadow belittling me. Stalin's tomb won't let me be. On and on it came. Wish the rain would just let me be. Now, he wrote this in Russia, I believe. If I got it wrong, please let me know in the comments. And we all know that Russia is a dictatorship, I believe it is. And, of what I've heard through the Western media, because I don't know what it's like over there, it does feel a bit isolation. It does feel like a bit like isolation. And I believe Michael Jackson actually said that whenever he was in Russia, it always felt very isolated. Very, like, this was the country that always felt isolated to him. I'm going to carry on. How does it feel? And it's repeated like 3 times. When you're alone and you're cold inside. It's definitely about loneliness and isolation. Love and harmonies. So impactful, the deepness in this song. the next part is here abandoned in my fame, Armageddon of the brain. KGB was dogging me. Take my name, just let me be. Oh, the depth to these lyrics. Here abandoned in my fame, Armageddon of the brain. This is showing a very insightful part of his life, of his mind. He was the most famous man on the planet, and he felt so lonely. Just can you imagine how that felt? KGB was dogging me, take my name and just let me be. Now, it might not mean it was specifically KGB in Russia, but the amount of people hounding him, dogging him, he just is, it's like he's saying, please just take my name and just leave me alone. That is kind of what I'm getting from this. He then carries on to, then a beggar boy called my name. Happy days will drown the pain. On and on it came, and again and again and again. Take my name and let me be. Then a beggar boy called my name. Happy days will drown the pain. It's like the beggar boy who needed things more than him called out to him, and it gave him hope that he could actually transfer that feeling of isolation and give it to someone, like not give it to someone else, but give the hope to someone. Happy days will drown the pain. It's kind of like saying, this guy is poorer than me, I have everything and he has nothing, and it makes him see life on different perspective. But it's also got another aspect, and it's showing that this isolation, this constant calling out to him, on and on it came again and again and again. Take my name and just let me be. It's like he's pleading to be left alone. Just 5 minutes to be left alone. And, you know, repeating, how does it feel? How does it feel? He's kind of asking the audience, because it's as if he knows there are people who are suffering with that kind of isolation, even in the midst of, you know, being loved, being surrounded. He's saying, how does it feel? How does it feel? I mean, I noticed when I was watching the video, the guy who was watching that baseball game in the rain, he was standing there watching, but he wasn't part of it. And that is what people, I believe they call them wallflowers, that, you know, when people are there at parties and they're witnessing, but they're not part of it. It's like you're on the outside looking in. You're part of the crowd, but you're not part of the crowd. I hope I'm making sense here, but I noticed that in the video. I'm seeing a lot in this video now. The isolation in the characters' faces. Damn, man. You can just unpack a lot through this video as well. Hey! I'm getting shivers from this. He was the king, man. He was the king. That whistle, oh, haunting. What a phenomenal, phenomenal song. What a phenomenal, phenomenal artist as well. It carries on with How Does It Feel, repeated quite a bit, but it's emphasizing that question. How does it feel? It's asking the audience, how does it feel when you're alone and you're cold inside? When you're alone and you're cold inside. It's like you're conditioned. It's like you can be easily conditioned to this loneliness, to the aspect of being so alone and the isolation that it's actually become a friend. This is when he kind of kicks in with the passion in his voice. Like a stranger in Moscow, Lord have mercy, like a stranger in Moscow. It's like a pleading, Lord, please free me from this isolation. And he's talking about being a stranger in Moscow because, you know, as I said, I've never been, but I've read and I've heard people say it is kind of an isolating experience being in Russia. I've even spoken to someone who is from Russia who said it's not friendly, you know. It carries on with Lord have mercy. We're talking danger. We're talking danger, baby. We're talking danger. And then he passes on to, I'm living lonely. I'm living lonely, baby, a stranger in Moscow. This is what I found myself, if I can add a personal aspect. I spend a lot of time on my own. I'm fine with it. I have amazing, beautiful friends. I have a fantastic faith, which I love. I believe in Jesus, and it has got me to this aspect of who I am now. But the isolation and spending time on your own can be addictive. It can be dangerous because once you're in that isolated mindset, you don't want to socialize. And trust me, I've been there. I don't want to socialize. I've had friends who said, come on out, come and join us. And I've usually found it beneficial whenever I've done that. But to be alone most of the time, you get comfortable in it. And that is dangerous because, you know, it says in the Bible that, you know, man should not be alone. And we're not meant to be alone. We're human beings. We're meant to be in community. We're meant to have friendships. And I'm lucky enough to have beautiful friendships and a beautiful community that I'm part of, and with you guys as well. So this song really showcases the fragileness of humanity and how we can be addicted to loneliness, how we can feel lonely in a very busy world, in a world that's like, hey, get involved. This song is so human, it's untrue. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this song reaction. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did you agree with what I said? Would you like to see me react to some more Michael Jackson? If you want, I can do a full discography. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, I will be doing a full review of the Michael Jackson movie, so that is to come for this channel. Also, if you like this video, press the like, and if you like what you've seen on this video and you haven't pressed that subscribe button, please press that subscribe button. This is your channel as much as mine, and you're more than welcome onto this channel. For those of you who have come along on this journey, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you, heartfelt thank you that you've come along on this journey. You made this channel your own. I could honestly not be here without you. That's it for me in this video. My name is Dan. You guys are incredibly awesome. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. I love you all. God bless you and peace.